For the first time, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, in that exclusive interview to Times Now, admitted that some congressmen were involved in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. But when asked if he would apologize, he said he wasn't involved in the riots. And he also drew a distinction between the Gujarat riots of 2002 and the anti-Sikh riots of 1984. He accused the Modi government of directly aiding and abetting the communal riots.
Role of congressmen in the 1984 riots, because there must be justice. Mr. Gandhi, there has to be finality. The Gujarat riots cases have moved forward and many people have got justice. If I just compare that to the 1984 riots, you can look at the status and case history of what happened with Sajjan Kumar, Jagdish Titler, HKL Bhagat, Dharamdas Shastri. And the one story which you hear there is that the cases are endless. They go on for the longest period of time. I'm asking you again, Mr. Gandhi, before you seek an apology from Modi, would you apologize for the 1984 riots?
So,
would that be something you consider?
I do not take my anger, which existed, on two individuals, who did something evil and wrong, and overlay it on millions of people. I think that's criminal, okay? Did the Sikh riots take place in Delhi? Absolutely. Were they completely wrong? Absolutely.
Were congressmen involved?
Did innocent people die? Absolutely.
Were congressmen involved?
Some congressmen probably were involved.
But has justice been delivered to them?
There is a legal process through which they have gone.
You admit some congressmen were probably involved?
Some congressmen have been punished for it.
Now, the Akali Dal has called Rahul Gandhi's comments defending the Congress government during the anti-Sikh riots of 1984 a hogwash.
Total hogwash, full of hypocrisy. He says that Narendra Modi was responsible for Gujarat because he was the chief minister. Then what about Rahul Gandhi's father, who was the prime minister, when in Delhi the massacre of Sikhs was taking place? In Gujarat, it was a riot. In Delhi, it was a carnage of the Sikhs, which was done by the Congress party. And the government of the day did not call the army out for 3 days. You would recall that people like my late father, Mr. I.K. Gujral, General Arora, Air Marshal Arjun Singh, they went repeatedly to the President and to the Home Minister. And both of them expressed total helplessness, because clearly there were orders from the Prime Minister's house not to call the army. Meanwhile, the poor Sikhs were getting massacred by the congressmen. And he blames Narendra Modi for the Gujarat riots. In Gujarat, there was police firing. Police tried to stop the riot. And in the firing, Hindus and Muslims both lost lives. More than 300 people were killed in police firing in Gujarat. In Delhi, not one shot was fired. So what is he talking about? This is selective amnesia.
Well, it has sparked off a massive bitter war of words between the Congress and the Akali Dal, who are sparring over Rahul Gandhi's comments backing the Congress government during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots.
Any kind of communal riot is bad. But then these communal incidents, if effectively controlled by the administration, can be controlled immediately. And this is exactly what Mr. Rajiv Gandhi did when the 1984 riots took place. When his father's, when his mother's dead body was in the house, he went to the streets and placated the rioters, and the whole all the riots were controlled within 24 hours. But here in Gujarat, not only the Gujarat government actively connived, but instructions were given to the police not to intervene.
Meanwhile, the BSP is also questioning Rahul Gandhi on the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, asking if Rahul does think that there were some congressmen involved, why no action has been taken against these Congress leaders.
It was Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the Prime Minister of the NDA government, who himself came out against Modi, and he said that he did not perform the Raj Dharma of the time, and which is a well-known statement of Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So this statement of Rahul Gandhi is too late, too little, I think. We have been consistent in our views on the issue of secularism, and particularly in the context of Gujarat and now in UP, what has happened in Muzaffarnagar. I think there is a fixed match going on between Modi and Mr. Mulayam Singh, and the Congress is not really coming out as sharply as it should on this whole question of communalism.
Rahul Gandhi is saying is that some congressmen were involved, but he's essentially given a clean chit to his own government.
Well, if the congressmen were involved, and then how can he give a clean chit? After all, the Congress party was in power at that point of time. And
do you think there's a difference between the 1984 riots and the 2002 riots?
I think all such riots need to be condemned, and that Gujarat riots were bad and the 84 riots were not so bad is not the right approach to handling the issue of communal riots. I think both were equally bad, both need to be condemned, and condemned in the hardest possible way.
In response to that comment from Rahul Gandhi, Sikh bodies are also questioning Rahul Gandhi.
किसको बचाया? राइटरों को बचाया, सज्जन कुमार को बचाया, ऐसी बातें करके राहुल गांधी तो 30 साल से जो हमारे जख्म पनप रहे हैं, सिखों के कतलेआम को लेके जो 1984 में कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट ने कराया, कांग्रेस पार्टी ने करवाया, उन जख्मों को जो हमारे अंदर अब भी पनप रहे हैं 30 साल बाद भी, अब जी उनको हरा करना चाहते हैं। अब ये दोबारा हमारे उन जख्मों को दोबारा उनको चाहते हैं कि वो हरे हो जाए। बहुत ही मैं समझता हूँ कि अफसोसनाक बात है।
The Council for the Victim of the 1984 riots is also questioning Rahul Gandhi's defense of the Congress government during the anti-Sikh riots.
1984 के दंगों में और गुजरात के दंगों में डिफरेंस है, फर्क है। ये तो उनकी बात सही है यहाँ तक कि इनमें डिफरेंस है। गुजरात के दंगों में 400 हिंदू भी मरे थे, मगर 1984 के दंगों में सिर्फ सिख ही सिख मरे थे। गुजरात के दंगों में 130 लोगों को उम्र कैद की सजा, 10 लोगों को फांसी की सजा, एक मिनिस्टर को 28 साल की सजा मिल चुकी है। मगर ये जो 84 के जो दंगे हैं, इसमें नामात्र सजा किसी को जैसे मिली ही नहीं। गुजरात के दंगों में SIT फॉर्म हुई, राहुल गांधी जी की पार्टी पूरी SIT की सपोर्ट करती है। मगर दिल्ली के दंगों में ये देखिए, नानावती कमीशन की रिपोर्ट है, 587 FIR रजिस्टर हुई, 241 पुलिस ने खुद ही बंद कर दी। अब राहुल गांधी जी कहते हैं कि लॉ विल टेक इट्स ओन कोर्स। क्या लॉ क्या कोर्स लेगा जब ऑलमोस्ट आधी केसेस में FIR रजिस्टर करके पुलिस ने खुद ही बंद करती, केस भेजे ही नहीं। अब अगर गुजरात में ये कांग्रेस पार्टी SIT को पूरी तरह सपोर्ट करती है, तो ये जो 84 के दंगे हैं उसमें ये SIT क्यों नहीं? जो 241 केस पुलिस ने खुद बंद करती है, केस कोर्ट में भेजे ही नहीं, उसमें SIT क्यों नहीं? ये फर्क तो जरूर है राहुल गांधी जी, जरूर है। 84 का पूरा जीनोसाइड था, नरसंहार था, बिल्कुल नरसंहार था, गवर्नमेंट इन्वॉल्व थी। गुजरात में भी बिल्कुल सही है, क्योंकि बिना गवर्नमेंट की इन्वॉल्वमेंट पे कहीं पे भी इतने लार्ज स्केल पे दंगे नहीं हो सकते। मगर जो 84 में हुआ है वैसा तो दुनिया में मेरा ख्याल है कोई एग्जाम्पल नहीं है, जिस तरह से सरकार ने खुद करवाया है।